From the perspective of a non-renunciant, a householder who's on a spiritual path, is initiation or diksha by a guru important or necessary? So if we're not looking to take sannyas, if we're not looking to renounce everything, how important is the initiation by the guru? The initiation by the guru has nothing to do with whether we're going to take a vow of renunciation. A guru is one who removes darkness and brings light. That's what the word guru means. Gu is the darkness, Ru is the remover of the darkness. So the guru is the one who removes the darkness and brings the light. That's the role of the guru. The guru is not someone who touches you on the head or waves a magic wand and turns you from a householder into a renunciant. The guru's role is to bring light to whatever dharma you're living, to whatever role you have in your life, to whatever path you are on. So it's not just that the guru's initiation is for renunciants. Everybody needs light. Those of us in orange robes who have taken vows of renunciation need it. Those who have not taken vows need it. All along the way, whatever role we may be in, whatever we're doing, the grace of the guru is crucial. And here's why. God is there. God is there for all of us, of course. The guru does not create God or bring God. It's not like the guru, sort of lassos the moon and like that lassos God and, brings God to you. But we all know that God is there. But it's very difficult for us to live like that. It's very difficult for us to live in our light. And the reason for that is that we're so over-identified with the roles we play. We're so over-identified with the body, with its history, with its personality, with everything it's doing, with all of its feelings. We're so identified with that. I am angry, really, I am angry. I am sad. I am this, I am that. And we believe it so deeply that that's who I am. Well, that's darkness. It's not evil darkness. It's just ignorant darkness. It's the darkness of ignorance that all of us need to be free of. It's the ignorance that says, I am what I'm feeling. Rather than just recognizing it as patterns that are going on in my head due to habits, due to sanskars, due to experiences, due to my subconscious. It's not you. But it's difficult for us to live like that. And what the guru does is the guru comes in and shines a light for us so we can actually see the self. The guru's not going to do the work for you. Many people have that impression of a guru, of if I just find the right guru. Oh, if I still have to work, forget it, I've got the wrong guru. I need a new guru, a new mantra, a new teaching, a new course to get a certificate in. If I just find the right one, I won't be so plagued. I won't have so many troubles. It won't be so painful in my life. The guru will just do the work for me. The guru will turn my darkness to light automatically. Well, it's not exactly like that. It's not like, I don't know if they have them here, but in America, they have these car washes where you can actually sit in your car while your car goes through a car wash. And first all the sudsy water comes, and then the machines with the sponges come, and they scrub that car while you're sitting inside it. And the Guru's not like that. It's not like you get to just sit there in the car and watch the Guru scrub you clean and bring light into all your darkness and do all of the work for you. The Guru shines the light, showing you the truth. Here is who you are. Here is the truth. Here is the path. You're lost in the jungle of your own mind. You have no way out. The Guru has the light, shines it. Here's the path. But you've got to walk it. The Guru's not going to walk it for you. So the Guru removes the darkness, shows us the light, brings the light. But we have to walk it. We have to keep our eyes open. The light may be very strong here, but if my eyes are closed, or I've got one of those like eye masks on, doesn't matter how bright it is. I have to take off the eye mask. I have to open my eyes. Most of us sort of expect that if we just find the right Guru, or the right mantra, or in some cases the right husband or wife, for some of us the right job. I mean, it's not that in all of our minds we're set that it has to be the Guru who's going to fix us. For some of us it's if I find the right person to marry, if I get the right job, that it's just going to come. And despite my eye mask, despite my closed eyes, it's just going to flood me with light. No. The Guru brings the light, but I've got to open my eyes. I've got to take off that eye mask. I've got to walk the path. And so whether we are a householder, meaning somebody who's married with children in the workforce, or whether we're a renunciant, or whether we're any pieces of those, we all need the light. We're all lost in the darkness of our minds. We're all lost in the jungles of our own minds, the jungles of the stuff that goes on in our minds that is actually a far denser jungle than any jungle you could actually be lost in on earth. And the Guru shines the light for us. But it doesn't always feel good. You know, if you imagine that you were a lump of clay on a potter's wheel, and the potter were going to turn you into something. Well, what does the potter do? Every time the wheel goes around, the potter hits it. It's how the potter makes the cups and bowls and whatever it makes. It's going to whack that lump of clay every time it spins around. And then it's going to take it, and it's going to stick it in the fire. Right? Because anybody who's ever done ceramics knows it doesn't matter how good your bowl or cup is, until you stick it into that kiln, it's not done. So the Guru's going to hit you in an effort to mold you. And then just when you think the spinning is stopped, the dizziness is wearing off, then you get thrown in the fire. But when you come out, that lump of clay has actually been turned into art. But if you jump off the potter's wheel, or you refuse to go into the fire, doesn't matter how brilliant the potter is, doesn't matter how amazing the artist is, if you won't sit on that potter's wheel, and you won't allow yourself to get thrown in the fire, they cannot make art with you. And this is the same with the Guru. So the light gets shown, we get beaten into shape, we get thrown in the fire. But along the way, we start to realize, wow, and all this time I thought I was just a lump of clay. Wow. Now look at me. Somewhere along the way, art has been made. And we know I didn't do it. I was just the lump of clay. And it was the grace of the Guru. It was the grace of the artist who turned that lump of clay into art. So when we find a Guru, and if you haven't found one, don't worry. It's another concern. When will I find a Guru? Don't worry. They say when the student is ready, when the disciple is ready, the Guru comes. When you're ready to open your eyes, when you're ready to take off the eye mask and see the light, the Guru will come. But until then, don't worry, because there's actually a lot of Gurus who have already lived. And even though having your own personal Guru, who actually is going to see you and teach to you and give a mantra to you, is by far the most powerful. Until you have that, make use of all the Gurus who have lived in the past and who have left teachings and legacies and so many messages. There's so many places to turn for light on our path. But that light's something everyone needs. And the reason you know that is, wherever you are on the path, we all still have our egos. And the ego is the cause of that darkness. It's the ego who says, keep your eyes closed. It's the ego who says, keep the eye mask on. This is reality. That whole light thing, it's just a myth. This is real. What I'm telling you is real. I know the truth. Look, I'm your best friend. I've been with you your whole life. Who's he? Who's she? They've just shown up. I know the truth. You are your history. You are that stuff that's happened. You are anger. You are pain. You are misery. You are your shortcomings. I know you. I've been living with you for decades. I'm your best friend. That's the game the ego plays. And that's where we need the light. Because otherwise the ego just runs the show and convinces us that the inside of our own eyelids is the truth of our existence. And so we need the one to bring the light, to show us the light.